And what's going on, guys? Minicall here, coming at you with a day 110 update. So just kind of going in, I normally just start these off with the calendar. So boom, right up here, 110. Second part of this, we normally go in, we look at the TCP of my account. So I'm up to 982K, so just up about another 100K for the account in terms of power. Definitely thinking by day 120, I should very well be into the 1 million TCP part. Level-wise, I've had a really good experience with the increased XP we've had the last couple days, and I do have my account currently at level 69. At the day 100, I was actually at level 67, so I managed to get 2 levels. Thinking by day 120, I should definitely be level 70, if not hopefully a little sooner if they do some additional bonus XP. Looking at the Alliance, Alliance is currently level 42. I believe the Alliance was at level 40 the last time around. So going in, just kind of, I always seem to forget to do these Stark techs, and I kind of normally tend to save them for the 10 day. So updating my Stark tech for my bio, also doing it for my tech characters for essentially the Pimplane. So popping that in real fast. I'll save the rest and I'll kind of, maybe spend it elsewhere. Just kind of a little recap of where the account currently is. Had some really good luck the other day and did finally unlock Symbiote Spider-Man. Have started gearing him up and getting him worked up to better compete in Ultima 7 as well as the Alpha raids. So currently have him at level 54. Gear Tier 9, it has certainly taken a big chunk out of my gold resources. Slowly working on getting his ISO 8 up to level 4, which actually, speaking of, let's pop that up to level 3. So yeah, slowly getting him towards ISO level 4, and then after that it will be ISO level 5. So that is kind of progressing along as I expected. So other things that are kind of going on, symbiotes are still kind of all sitting at gear tier 12, just kind of, basically waiting to hit level 70 to start moving them on over to gear tier 13. The Pimplane is kind of in a similar situation. I was working on Yellow Jacket, but with the unlocking of Symbiote Spider-Man, I have put a temporary hold on Yellow Jacket just because I think it is more important for my long-term progression to make sure that I have my U7 team fully up and running first. And in order to do that, I do need Symbiote Spider-Man kind of geared up and matched with the rest of my symbiotes. But so Ghost is currently sitting at level 12 as well, just kind of waiting for level 70. Yellow Jacket is not too far behind. He is at level 7 currently. Um, and then Ant-Man is also at level 12 already. And then all that'll be left will be Wasp and Stature. Stature is probably going to be the last one I build up just because I don't want any competition with Symbiote Spider-Man. And the AIM train is still slowly chugging along, getting closer and closer to getting them to star level 6. Soldier just about 40 shards away, Scientist Supreme about 120. Captain Marvel, what, about 170, and AIM Security just a little under 90. So as I kind of mentioned in the day 100 update, I am actually still currently thinking that I will probably be in Dark Dimension 2. Actually, before I go into Dark Dimension 1, which is still kind of comical to me, kind of no rhyme or reason who I am planning to take to Dark Dimension 2. It's just going to be kind of a gear race between the symbiotes and the Pimplane. And I might actually end up taking in kind of a weird hybrid team. I am thinking by day 130, I should definitely be into Dark Dimension 2, if not a little bit sooner, and I will certainly do a video in regards to that. Other things that have kind of changed, not too much since my day 100 update, but I am still focusing on primarily orange gear from the gold store, and I'm also still looking for those alien spores. Is about the only purple gear I'm buying currently. Blitz store, I am still just kind of doing these Blitz orbs. The raid store, I am currently just holding on to these two pieces just in the off case that there is a orb opening event. I am opening the purple and the orange just because that is gear I currently need. As far as what I'm buying from the actual raid store, I have again shifted. I'm primarily focusing on orange gear that I know either the symbiotes or the pinplane needs, and that is kind of my primary focus. I'm trying to always keep close to about 1300 just in case the off alien spores pops up, either purple or orange. In the arena store, I am currently farming Hemdall shards. I have kind of made the conscious decision that I think my first legendary that I will be going to unlock will be Black Bolt. Kind of amongst the legendaries, the ones that I really think still, can kind of hold their own weight and still have some oomph behind them are definitely going to be Black Bolt, Ebony Maw, Phoenix, and Dr. Octopus. However, Dr. Octopus isn't a major focus for me. Kind of my thoughts behind going for Black Bolt first is, number one, obviously it builds up a strong Asgardian team, which will be a great war defense. But on top of that, unlocking Black Bolt also leads to the path of unlocking Ebony Maw. And also by unlocking Black Bolt with Hela, you are also working towards Phoenix. So there's just kind of where I'm going as far as my legendaries. Now, most of my resources are still invested in my Ultima 7 team, as well as my Dark Dimension team. So once I actually get my Ultimus team and Dark Dimension team up and running, I will then get to that point of the game where I will actually start working on building up my roster. So really the only way I am farming for Black Bolt currently is through these Hemdall shards, and I am also buying Sif shards when they pop up in the War Store. Other priorities for me in the War Store, again, I am still kind of focused on that orange gear and any items that I know are going to be needed for either my Pimplane or the Symbots, and then also the purple alien spores, I'm buying those as well. As far as orbs, I am buying these orange gear war orbs, and again, that is just to kind of get me towards the Dark Dimension path. In the Elite store, still not buying anything. Nothing really pops up that is kind of worth it. I did have I believe it was a 4-star symbiote Spider-Man that I did buy for 50 of these elite credits. So pretty much, I guess if I see anything either symbiote related or Pimplane related, I am considering buying that. We don't have anything going on as far as these ions. Gave up on buying these things rather, quite a long time ago. Other things that are kind of going on with the account, still kind of sitting in the, under 50 for the arena, and that just kind of fluctuates a little bit. I can typically get down to like 25 or so prior to arena ending. Other things kind of going on. Looking at the Alliance raids, I've made some great progress now with Symbiote Spider-Man being on my raid team. And I was able to get all the way up to essentially this last boss node here with the symbiote team before they finally fell apart. I'm thinking hopefully within the next week or so, once I get symbiote Spider-Man geared up a little bit more, I should be able to hopefully get up to this next boss node. Obviously, quickly working towards hopefully getting to 100% on these Ultima 7 raids. Thinking hopefully in about 2 weeks, pending on gear drops and whatnot, I should hopefully be able to make it up to this last Ultimates node, and we will see how that goes. Other things kind of progressing along. We do still have the Alpha Raid going on for another 3 days. And again, with the symbiotes, I am making great progress. I believe here I ran out of time, which is the problem I'm running into a little bit, just because, again, my symbiotes, at least in regards to Symbiote Spider-Man, he is not quite beefy yet, but still making excellent progress, putting in the damage. Other things kind of going on. Obviously, we do now have Blitz Sim, which has made things a heck of a lot easier, and certainly finding that I am scoring a lot more points a lot faster. So that has certainly been very helpful, and hoping to see some higher numbers for mini call, and obviously get some better results. Real-time arena, I've done a couple videos on that, and I will probably do another daily playthrough today. But mini call is currently sitting at objective number 29, and the reasoning behind that is these two objectives right here, the Red Skull and the Beast one, I am not able to do as I do not have those characters. So this one will obviously expire in 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I will get a new set of dailies. And then obviously this weekly one, I still have quite a few days before it goes away. There is the off chance I might unlock Beast by then. Who knows? Other things kind of looking at and kind of working on in the background, I guess, is with the new event coming up soon with Shatterstar. Started looking at my Showstopper team, and I am planning to take in just this top row right here. So obviously, currently working on Symbiote Spider-Man to get him a little beefier, and Loki, I'll see if he needs to be added a few more pieces of gear. I'll probably get that popped in, as well as with Minerva if she needs it. So I think this team should be able to do pretty well. We've got some great damage with Captain Marvel, Symbiote Spider-Man, and Emma Frost. Some good healing with Minerva, and Loki. Really, I just need him to kind of survive through the fight. So I think this should be a pretty good showstopper team. I'll be doing kind of my same strategy within an event campaign, and basically I'll be doing the hard nodes. It's normally, I think, like 1-9, 1-6, and 1-3. And then I'll also do those same nodes in medium, and then I'll go back and then clear any other hard nodes and kind of hope for the best as far as unlocks. That's kind of, I would say, pretty much where the account is. Don't really think I'm missing out on anything. I think once I start getting my aim team to the 6-star mark, I will then start looking at other characters to farm. Ideally, they will either be as guardians or members of the symbiotes or the Pim plane. Other things eventually I'll start working towards as well as, again, once I do get that Ultimus 7 team up and running completely, which really the only member I'm looking at is Symbiote Spider-Man. And once I then finish getting the Pim plane kind of geared up, I will then start working towards progressing through the campaign nodes. And, the main priorities obviously will be getting into the Heroes 7 part and getting to especially gear nodes that I do need. So working towards that. And the other thing we'll start working towards is progressing through the villains campaign, and obviously the end goal with that would be getting to the Hela node, which, not super far into it. Just looking, I believe it's 7-6 is the Hela node. So, we're working towards it. It's slow progress, but I think there'll be kind of a big update once I do hit level 70 and just where the overall account is. Hoping that to be at day 120, so right at the 4-month mark. But yeah, that's pretty much how the account is doing. Um, Looking forward to kind of keeping up this pace of progression. Like I said, I think I am going to actually be in Dark Dimension 2 prior to being in Dark Dimension 1, but we will see how that goes. And anyway, hopefully y'all have found these progress reports helpful and gives you kind of a way to reflect on your own account. And so hopefully if you did find this video helpful, you will like and subscribe. Any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me on Discord at Khaleesi, in-game, mini-call, Dracarys, or Khaleesi. And as always, feel free to reach out to your Alliance leadership for any questions, comments, or concerns. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you're having a good one. Take it easy.